here, I hope. Yeah, both here. Be awkward one that didn't show up. Oh shit, I'll vibrate. There we go. Okay, my control's vibrating for some reason. Hold on, I turn it off. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, some glitch in the game where it automatically turns on to vibrate for some reason. You have to off on it for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, just pause and unpause.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, you have to no for the vibrate to go. That's still on. That's I'll survive it, I guess. Are we up and running? Oh, Jesus, this is gonna be it. It's still there, that glitch. This is gonna be very pleasant. F5. And we are live for the grand finale here in PSGL PlayStation F5. We have 3 title contenders. Brando leaned the way. 6 points behind him is Lifebout, and 14 points behind Brando is Richard. So it's in Brando's hands. The top 2 will seal the title. Podium will more than likely seal the title for him. For Richard, he has to win. For Lifebout, he needs a top 5 at minimum to have a chance. Right now, we're in for qualifying, but I am Rando, and joining me for the final time this season is my esteemed co-commentator, KGB 1997. Have I got it right?
Okay. Nope, not even close. It's KD 997. But
I read your PlayStation name.
oh, it's fine. But yes, I'm K997, and yes, welcome to the finale. But yeah, it should be a good one, hopefully. Yeah, it's between maybe 2, maybe 3 fantastic drives for the grand finale for this championship. But yeah, it's 6 points. I think you already mentioned it, but yeah, 6 points separate between Lifebound and Brando. That should be a very close one. But yeah, I say also 3 because of Richard. He's only 15 points behind. But yeah, he'll need a miracle though, pretty much, in order for those 2 drivers to be outside the points. But yeah, for traveling Bahrain, it'll be quite interesting. We'll wait and see how that goes.
Yeah, right now, Life on board with Lifebout. He's just navigated that difficult turn to a bit of a lockup, but that's just part of taking that turn. It's one of the more difficult corners on the track, but he's navigated well. Right now through turn 11, 12, 13, quick sequence of corners. Easy to spin if you ride the curb a bit incorrectly, but you should be fine. As why is my controller still vibrating? This is going to actually be a nuisance. But he's just got 2 more corners. Realistically, it's 1 corner, 14, 15, as long as you don't make a right mare of the corner, which Lifebout successfully does. Bit of a curb strike on exit, use as much of a track as he can. But it's sure, bit of DRS this system, and he's only at 28-0. As I'm still trying to figure out why my controller is vibrating. Cheers, EA, for the new update. Anyway,
I don't think that's part of the new update. I've had that glitch before.
I haven't had it for a while, so I'm just gonna spam on off. If it's still going on, I'm just gonna turn vibrate straight to 0.
Alright. Yeah, while you fix that, I'll go over some more times.
Brando's invalidated.
Yeah, he has. I actually done that already.
Must have cut turn 2. Is he or gone wide on 3?
I think he might have done that at the final corner is what I'm thinking.
Actually, this and X, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because if you go off of the exit of the final corner, you can invalidate this on the next lap.
Yeah, hold on. Just gonna do one more thing. So hopefully fix this vibrating setting, because this will not end well if I keep having it vibrating the whole way.
Yeah, at the moment, while you fix that, I'll go over some of the times on the moment. Eon's currently on pole with a .663, Richard with a 27.7, Nick with a 127.8, along with his teammate in fourth, and then with a 27.9. The other championship contender though, Lifebout is in P5 with a 28.0. Lucas with a 28.3, Provitas with a 28.3 as well. Daniel with a 28.4, along with Quartz and Showdown, separated by about half a 10. That's Volleyballs with a 28.6, and then Lakitu with a 29.0. But yeah, still have yet to have those two, Pokoral and Brando, to do a lap.
Brando into the pits after his error. Despite setting all the vibration settings to 0, it's still vibrating. Cheers, EA, is all I'll say. I don't think anyone's on an active lap at the moment. Of course, maybe no. Pokeral's on an out lap, so I guess we'll go on board with him. 14 here tonight to settle the last few things with the championship before we're done for season 35.
Yep. Before we move on to 36, which won't be that far away.
Probably won't. I won't be around. I'll be in Germany.
Oh.
Last commentary for me, so let's make it a banger. Here comes Pokerot to start us off anyway. Well, not start us off in his first run on the final race. Strong qualifying last week. Alan Silverstone unable to convert it, doing an unorthodox strategy after I think he lost his end plate early on and went for he pitted early and then lost his end plate late on, if I remember right. It likes to be a bit unorthodox, likes to go long on his strategies, but we'll see what he does in qualifying. He's been getting a bit better towards the end. Did have a front free row start. I think he was 6th last week. So strong result for him in qualifying, unable to convert it though in the race. It was Owen who took pole and Lifebout who took the win after going long and getting those soft tires and then breezing through the pack as the pack decided to try and recreate some infamous incidents at Silverstone, to say the least. Didn't succeed though, fortunately. It wasn't until the final corner until someone finally lost it, and that was Owen, unfortunately. Poker out. See why he's a strong lap at the moment. See where he throws himself up in the mixed anyway. Go for the final corner. Leaves a bit the curb. Doesn't use the curb anyway. Doesn't like it, but still P7, so respectable run for him. Low drivers on outlaps right now. It's going to be a Ferrari next. I believe it will be Richard. Richard, yeah, the outsider. He has to win to have any chance, and he'll need a nil point for Brando and a bottom and a 7 for lower for Lifebelt to take the title. So he needs a lot to happen, especially in a small grid, a 7 car grid. He's asking for, he's realistically needing them both to DNF and him to take the win.
Yeah, which is a bit of a difficult thing to ask because considering that Bahrain does have a lot of runoff areas too.
And we had to go back to that infamous Singapore incident where he had the win in the bag, stayed out and got nothing. If he decided to pit and got the win, he would be leading the championship by a point. Instead, he's behind by 15. Every decision matters in this championship, and that Singapore one is proving pivotal right now. Of course, we've seen it recreate a few times, deciding to not pit by the late safety car. Damien did that in Spain, and then he decided to put on Inters.
Yeah.
Which is very, very interesting. A few interesting strategies we've had this season.
Yeah.
A few interesting
but no, it's pretty much the case of Richard's had a little bit of bad luck as well. It wasn't just also the Singapore strategy. Yeah, he
got taken out in Miami.
Oh yeah, on the last safety car restart. By an Aston Martin. That was kind of heartbreaking to watch. I'm not gonna lie, for his sake.
Oh yeah, that's just how the championship rumbles. He goes up to pole though right now, just pipping on. Oh, we have seen a 6 bit from him. Lifebelt's marginally up right now for the first sector. Brando is not far in the lap, so we'll stay with Life Bell. See what second sector split is. Second sector split will be on turn 12. Low on fuel anyway, taking a lot of that curb anyway. He's 2 tenths up, a bit more of an improvement, another tenth, and he could get himself ahead of Richard here. We'll see now with this final sector. There's not a lot of time to gain for the final sector though, is the thing. It is the shortest of the lot, and there's only 2 true corners in that sector, 13 and the 14-15 combination, so he gets a bit of improvement, but he's up to third. Brando now, he's done a 106 through the second sector. We'll see how competitive he is. First,
they're looking quite quick,
quick, but still got the final quarter. Bit sharp at entry there, and the car steps out. He did have a very sharp entry there, so that's going to lose him a bit of time. 27A. Last week he was set for pole until the final corner, where he decided to ride the curb off Club Corner, and that cost him pole. Smalley balls, bit of improvement there. The key to is starting a lap, I believe. It's starting a second lap actually, just looking at his Barry. Let's see how his Barry open on his out lap, which isn't really advised, but each to their own anyway. But we'll see what Lakita could do. He's currently last at the moment. See if he can have some.
He did invalid. I think he messed up on his first lap, but he's just trying again.
Probably. He has the fuel for it anyway.
Let's see, first sector split says he's up by just 2 tenths of a second to the first sector. That's
Can't get out of his way.
Yep, that's good news to see. But yeah, I gotta get through these tough sequence of corners here. Obviously this is the trickiest of them all. Turn 10, very slow downhill corner. You gotta pinpoint your braking and not miss the apex. Otherwise you'll ride the curb. Yeah.
And he's given us a little dance. He knows he's on stream.
Yeah. Nah, he
might cost him a temp or two. I mean, yeah, he's backed out.
Yeah, he's turned off the battery. Well, there you go.
Holmes taking pole meanwhile. Just see who's on a lap, I think. Is that Pokerall starting a lap? Yeah, Pokerall's starting a lap there. Go for turn 1. Minor lockup on the front right, but shouldn't cost him too bad. Right, up the hill now. Very tight in the midfield. Like a small bit of improvement, gets him a couple spots. So we'll see what he can do. You have time to do another lap anyway if this one doesn't favour him. He always throw himself in the pits, almost a 10th up, so a bit more improvement. Might be looking at Protox here, P7. Try and get between him and Frankish. Two Alpines having a decent day of it anyway, up in 5th and 6th. Brando behind his 2 main contenders though. So might be a bit of an issue. Of course, if he stays in that position, he'll win the championship. So he might just be, his concern is just to make sure that Lifebound Richard are in his sights.
Yeah, I think he would mostly need to concern about is really his Lifebound, since he's the closest championship rival.
Yeah, all he has to do is just be with Lifebound and he'll have the championship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you're assuming if he's with Lifebell, he's in the points. It would be very unlikely that they're both running out the points.
Yeah. I think Pokerell's down on his time.
Let's see now, he comes to the line. He's abandoned, so he was. Lucas minorly up. Almost clatters an Alfa Romeo there. Very awkward place to run into a car. Cortu is, as we know, in his villain era after his girlfriend broke up with him after the Miami qualifying. So,
oh yeah, that's right.
Very famous moment. He qualified and Lucas is backed out there. Cherno is 10.5 up. Yeah, like that. You know, I don't know. I've never been in a relationship, so I can't see if that's like a deal breaker or not. But Quartz's ex clearly saw it as one. Cherno lost time though through the second sector, so he might abandon this one. He might just have enough time to get in the pits for one, and you Set tires go out again. We'll see what his decision is. He comes to the line. You know he's going to finish this one. Late decision to come back in the pits. Quartz has invalidated. He has time though. If he has enough fuel, he has time. Cherno is done. So 13th at best for Cherno in the finale. So who's going to be the first to do a lap? It's going to be Richard. So Richard is going to set the pace here in the ending sequence. He should have a gap anyway. This is a long track. Just seeing like the last of the cars getting out of the pits now. He shouldn't have any issues with traffic. You hope anyway. Looks like there's actually going to be towing a Haas. The two Haas's that come out together. What way is it going to be? Brando towing Provatox though if that happens. So of course it doesn't look like it's happening now because there's an AlphaTauri in the way. Yeah, no obvious team gains here. Each of the championship contenders has a teammates anyway, so there could be some team games here. Provatox usually up there anyway. He was doing team game last week back in the field up, but right now focus on qualifying. Richard, he's less than 100 down on own for pole at the moment, so we'll see if he can find that. Probably will need to find more. Minor lockup on the left. They strike that curb on the inside turn 1. Might be unfavoring. Does ride the curb on 3. See how committed he was there. See his sector split very shortly now through turn 4. See he runs down the hill. See his sector split right now. He's down. Only marginally though, so he could definitely find that time. Looked a bit loose there going through 7. Up through 8 now. We'll see why he is 9-10. He'll need to focus on his braking now. Gets on the brakes there. A bit wide on the entry, but all good. Had it committed there. Had the speed there. So you have a good run through this DRS zone down to turn 11. Takes all the curb he has. Smalley Balls has hit the Roman Grosjean wall, I think. Looking at the mini-map. Richard, meanwhile, sector speed still down. And his rear kipped out there through turn 13. That might be it for Richard. We'll see if he can find anything in this final sector. It's margins he needs to take pole provisionally. He needs...
There's also Valde behind him as well.
Oh, and he's gone off the track. So Lightfeld's had a bad lap. Brando has gone purple through the first sector. What's Owen doing? Owen's down for the first test of spin. It's Richard spun on the line. Quartz up to 7th ahead of Provatox. Brando, what's his split? Provatox has had enough. Lifebout's had a horrible lap. So is Owen. So Brando.
He did that up.
He did downhill. I look in the mini map. Brando, what's his sector split? He's a 10th up. At the moment, he's playing Richard and Lifebout, which would be good for him. Can he find any more? Can he somehow take pole? Where is Brando going to be? The man leading the championship going into this round. 6 points. It's in his favor. Coming to the line, he will take P3. So Brando doing just what he needs. A podium will all but guarantee him the title. So he's done what he needs. He's put himself in the position he needs. But Rich and Lifebout are right there. And Owen, for the second week in a row, has taken pole position. Third time this season he's taken pole position. And anytime he takes pole, it's by minor margins. 7 thousandths he takes pole this week. It was about 20 thousandths last week, and it was close in Monza, but Owen will lead us away in the finale. He'll have to contend with the championship 3 behind him, with Richard, Brando and Lifebell. Good day for the AlphaTauris. Nick and Frankie 5th and 6th. Lucas is 7th. Pocral in 8th. Quartz in 9th. Provatox in 10th, Smalley Balls 11th, Daniel 12th, Cherno in 13th, Lakitu 14th finishes off the grid. But yeah, the teammates lowered down. Provatox, Daniel and Lakitu, they're lowered down, so it'll be difficult for them to help their teammates in this finale. But This is one of the weird. This is a weird tracker strategy. Two stopping is definitely possible here. So we'll see what happens here. Could they go long and just be an obstacle? Because this is a track where overtaking isn't the most difficult thing in the world. So
yeah, yeah. There's like three main opportunities you can do at turns 1, 4, and 11 with the aid of DRS. But yeah, we'll wait and see how this goes. But yeah, I do expect. Well, you did say that there was. It could be a two-stopper, but yeah, that's possible. But well, I have seen races in the past where it can be a one-stopper, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see medium hard or hard medium for this race.
just checking here. Actually, just in the event of a tiebreaker, Lifebout will have it because he has 3 wins compared to Brando's 2, and Richard only hasn't even won yet. 2 podiums to his name so far. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to try to see the point breakdown exactly. So yeah, it's a top 2 actually Brando needs. I thought he had tiebreaker, but no, it's actually Lifebelt. So top 2 Brando needs to guarantee the title. Fastest lap could come into a factor also in this. And to have a chance of the title, Lifebelt will need a top 5 to have any chance of the title. Richard just needs to win and then hope. Get the voodoo dolls out anyway, but that's to be worried about. 27 laps time. 5 lights are out. Well, on. They've been left on for a long time, but we're away for the finale. Owen leads us away. Watch for the slipstream for the second row, but Richard tucks it behind to get the slipstream effect from Owen. They're going to down the turbo. Richard's going to have that inside. He's going to risk it. He tries to risk it, but Owen slams that door shut. Lifebelt's got ahead of Brando, which is what he needs to do. He needs to now get ahead of Richard. He's going to try and do immediately, possibly into turn 4. Is he going to risk it? He doesn't. He thinks better of it. People poker out. Looked like he was risking. Came between the Alpha Tauris. Lifebelt's got ahead of Richard. Lifebelt is doing what he needs to do. Richard's on the hards. We've seen the tires. Lifebelt and Owen on the softs. Everyone but Smalley Balls on the hards. Smalley Balls on the mediums. So looking like Owen and Lifebelt going for a 2-stopper as Brando's getting caught up behind the Alpha Tauris. Almost contact. Very close to contact in turn 10. Richard and Lifebelt looking at their mirrors, thinking, is a miracle going to happen? Smallball's going to send one on Pokeral. Is he? No, can't do it. But right now, Owen pulling away from Lifebelt. Lifebelt needs to get ahead of Owen now.
Oh, Smalley Balls, he's gone off.
Oh,
he's hit the curve at turn 12.
Oh dear. No safety car for that, I'm hoping. He's retired, he's done. That is Smalley Ball's season over.
Yeah, he's retired on track. He didn't retire because of the crash.
No, yeah, I saw his. Yeah, that's his season done. We're down to 13 now. Which that's what Richard's seen that, and he's probably getting frustrated because he needs Brando out of the points for any chance. He needs to get ahead of the 2 in front of him also. You need a lot to happen to have any chance, but right now Owen and Lifebelt pulling away due to those soft compound tires, but they will struggle to do a 1-stop here. So we'll see what their strategy is, but they're just going to pull away at this stage and hope to pin to clean air and just worry about it later. You know, Lifebelt, he's going to need to make moves on Owen. Owen has nothing to lose, so he will go hell for leather here for this win. Led the majority of the race last week and didn't come home with a single point due to a spin on the final corner.
Yeah, they just need to keep creating this gap though, and pull away the top 2 pretty much. But yeah, I was surprised to actually see at least see a couple drivers on the soft tires. A lot of them being the top, being the leaders as well. Yeah, they got a 2-second margin. Just need to keep going with that, and yeah.
Lifebelt, he had to go different last week to keep his championship hopes alive. He went different. He went really long, did almost 20 laps before he pitted and then just cut through the field like a hot knife through butter to take the win to keep his hopes realistically alive. Richard's hopes realistically ended, and Brando's going to try and get the move. We have DRS now, but not until now. Is the DRS gets potentially by Richard? We're just keeping the position. Forces Brando off. That is revenge for last week. Into Abbey. Brando aggressive with Richard, setting Richard off, tumbling him down the order. Richard returns the favour. Brando keeps it on track though, but that's just opening the gap for the front two. As Lifefeld's used a lot of barrier at this stage. He's on 27%, Owns on 67%. So Lifefeld uses barrier just to get ahead of his two rivals. It's the win he needs right now. If he takes the lead and it finishes with him the lead and Brando in fourth, he has the title. Right now Richard is being a cork in the bottle. Just opening up that gap a bit more. 3 seconds it is right now between Richard and Lifebell.
Yeah, the main thing that Lifebell cannot afford though is lose Eon's DRS. If he does, he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. So
yeah, right now Brando will still have the title by 2 points. So, but like with the amount of cars behind him, and Frankie's looking a bit racy here. This is the first time we see him racy. Could be 3 wide into turn 1 for turn. Brando ahead of Richard. Frankie's ahead of Richard. Is Frankie's going to try one? Nick's gone deep there in turn 1. Now is Frankie's going to try and line up a move on Brando. Frankie's also nothing to lose here. He has won the season, won in Miami, starting in 5th. He started 5th today. Can he do it again? Winning from 5th. We'll see now, but the gap's opened up more. Daniel's in the wall. Oh, safety car. Ooh, this is do Owen and Lifebell pits.
That's a good question.
Lifebell is thinking, why teammate, why? I told you lap 7 to do it. I'm not suggesting anything, but lap 7 would have been a very nice time for him to have met the wall. No, that's the vibrating. Let's go. Right now, the advantage is going to be absolutely sliced in half. They won't have the as much tire advantage as they did.
I don't think it'd be too bad of a situation if I'm totally honest with the time.
It is though. They lose all the advantage they had. They had 4/6 advantage.
Yeah, that's the only downside. But I'm saying the upside is they can at least go a bit longer on the same tires.
Yeah, the one operating is possible, but losing that's the reason they were on those softs was to build up the gap.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do? Oh, they're both pitting. If I was to guess, they're going to go on mediums, do medium to the end. And Brando's follow suit. He's doing whatever Lifebell does. Richard stays out, goes up into 2nd. Owen's gone on to the hards. Lifebell's gone on to hards also. Brando's gone medium, so Brando's going to have to pit again. Owen and Lifebell, they'll struggle to get those to the end. 25 laps on hards. Plausible, but is it the right decision? Probably not.
Yeah, especially on track that's pretty abrasive.
Yeah, this is very abrasive, so I'm expecting everyone on the track has to pit again. The front 5 have to pit mandatorily anyway. So right now Frankie leads from Richard, he's almost in the position he needs. He's in an AlphaTauri sandwich or Visa Cash App Racing Bulls, whatever you want to call them. He's in front of the Monster McLaren and the Petronas Mercedes. Right now the Scuderia Ferrari is the leader of the championship trio, but the championship will still be going Brando's way right now. But he'll have the tire advantage now on Lifebell. Can he make a move early doors when the safety car comes in, which I'm hoping is going to be Next lap, we'll see it come in. Might be this lap, but I have my doubts. Of course, I could be proven wrong, but it's usually about now it gets announced, unless it's late, which has happened a few times here this season, especially in Monza. They like to announce it on the exit parabolica, so I would not put it past them to announce it right about now.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna go for another lap.
No, I think it will be another lap.
It usually takes two laps for it to get going.
Yeah, one more lap. And Lucas thinking of pitting, but decides, no thanks, I'm quite content here. Probably the right decision. I think if you're on the hards, staying out probably was the right decision. Because you haven't used too much of your tires, like you still get decent distance, and everyone's probably going to pit around the same time. I say everyone's going to pit in the late teens now at this stage, unless someone wants to go a bit longer and risk a soft run. Depends on how many softs they have. Own and Lifebelt probably don't have any softs left to them after using a pair, so they're probably going to, if they pit again, which I'm thinking is more likely than not, they'll be going into a set of mediums to complete the perfect.
If Smallyball didn't retire on track, he would have been back in this race as well.
But unfortunately, he has nothing to play for. He was 17 points off the championship lead, which was just enough for him to be out of contention because of the win factor. So he's decided, I will go on an early retirement. I will take my holidays nice and early off to Barbados. With all the Red Bull money.
I don't know, yeah, you're maybe out of the championship, but I mean, it's like, what do you got to lose? But yeah, I get it.
Daniel decided to follow him to Barbados. Unfortunate end for his season. Hopefully unintentionally. I have my extreme doubts that it was an intentional DNF, despite his teammate being a championship contender, but that safety car didn't benefit Lifebell. Him and Owen probably the worst affected by this because they lost their advantage. They built up early stages. That was around lap 7, 8, 9. There'd be some questions possibly because that would definitely benefit Owen and Lifebell. But right now we have a safety car restart. Frankish leading now after starting 5th. Can he win again after starting 5th? He did that 2 races ago in Miami with some brilliant racecraft, to be fair. But he's got on the way. He has to worry about the slipstream and of Richard, who is going to be all or nothing here, I think. He's already weaving to take away the slipstream effect, but Richard's having none of that. Richard steams into the lead. He's in the position he needs to be in to win the championship, but he needs stuff to happen to Brando and Lifebelt. But right now he's in his championship winning position. So we'll see how this unfolds. Meanwhile, of course, it's risky one on Lifebelt down the inside turn 4. Is Lifebelt going to think of the championship here? He's got but behind course there's a car now between Lifebelt and Brando. And Brando's going to try and put 2 cars, go around the outside of turn 8 on Cherno. Almost locking wheels. Here comes Quartz. Cherno slightly edging Brando, steams down the inside. There's a lot of contact there into turn 10. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's lost an end plate there. Quartz is up to 7th right now, making use of his medium tires. 2 cars between Brando and Lifebelt right now. That is not what he needs. It's all going bad. The safety car caused by his teammate is down the inside in turn 13 though on Cherno.
Yeah,
goes Lifebelt. You do not see moves in turn 13 and he's somehow done it cleanly. Cherno trying to quickly get by him. Not seeing anything of him. Meanwhile, back at the front, Frankie's going to try and retake the lead here from Richard. Down the inside of turn 1. But Richard breaks just that bit later. to preserve his lead.
Oh, that's contact.
Ooh, what's happening?
Pokerall just really sent it. I was watching Pokerall just send it on Lifebound.
Oh, yeah, Lifebound's lost a couple positions. What's happened there? Provatox now ahead of Lifebound. So Provatox is going to do the team game, just back Lifebound up, keep him away from Brando. Right now, Lifebound will lose second in the championship to Richard. Brando sent one on Lucas. Doing it again between turn 8 and 9.
Yeah, not lucky of the rears this time.
No one's made contact. No one seems to have damage there from that. Lakita's gone well off the track there at turn 10. So you have some tire issues as he's having to weave to get some temps in those tires. Owen looking to get ahead here up Nick. What kind of run does he have? He's going to wait for DRS anyway. Brando right behind him also. Richard's close and burning the ERS is Frankish. Is he going to retake the lead here potentially? He's going to wait for DRS, I'm thinking here. To go into turn 1. Yeah, Frankie's waiting for the DRS to get him into turn 4, but Richard had a good run between 1, 2 and 3, and that's just opened the gap up. Owen's going to try and send one on Nick, I believe. Nick's placed that car defensively to prevent that. Brando almost into the rear of Owen. Owen half thinking of doing a move between 5 and 6 in the S section on Nick. Thinks way better of it. That could easily lead to a massive crash. I felt still stuck in 10th, to losing a couple of positions. Oh, big lockups there into 10. Oh, still almost getting through Nick there. He's probably getting frustrated.
I think that might have been Richard that caused the lockup there.
No, Richard, look, I think it was one of the Alpha Tauris. Owen is almost infusing with Nick here. They're almost becoming one being. As there's a spin, it's Lucas. He's spun off turn 12.
Ooh, has he hit the curb at turn 12?
I think he did. Looking at, I think he did.
Yeah. Yeah, look. Yeah, kind of like what Volleyball did on the first lap.
Here comes Owen, finally getting ahead of Nick. Can Frankish get ahead of Richard to retake the lead? They're going wheel to wheel into turn 1.
That could be ugly! Oh.
I got the worst angle for that.
Oh my goodness. Nick nearly ran straight to the back of the Ferrari.
It's 3 wide for P4 between Brando, Nick and Quartz. Brando's going to have the inside line on Nick. Does he have P4? He does. Quartz going to follow suit up into P5. The top 6 nose to tail to each other. Proptox almost joining this to combine the whole field. Lifehouse got ahead of Lakitu. No, wait, he got ahead of Lucas because of the spin. Never mind that. Also going to get ahead of Richard right now. Very close to contact. There goes Quartz. Misses breaking point completely. Almost steamed into Brando. Which, oh Jesus, there's Pokerall, I think. Almost collecting the wall, or Cherno won the Mercedes.
There was
Cherno, yeah.
Yeah, but he's just trying to breaking board in the process.
Oh, Richard!
Oh my goodness!
He hit the curb, somehow doesn't take all safety cars out!
How could it be a safety car for a spin?
I think he took Owen's wing. That's the only thing I could think of, but he ghosted in time. Someone must have collected him.
I'll look. I can't see anything wrong with the leaders, though.
No, it's nothing, I think, unless... Oh, Cherno.
Oh, Cherno caused the safety car.
Yeah, Cherno hasn't got a wing, but how has Richard not taken Owen out there? The ghost in this game worked for once. Nick has stayed out, everyone else into the pits.
And Pokerall's being Province in the pit lane.
Did he do a Vettel?
Yeah, he did a Vettel going to the pits. It
Actually,
looked like to me.
Nick couldn't pit because of the double stack. Oh. But Richard's championship hopes may have just ended there with that spin. I still don't know how he didn't take out Owen there. Like, he ghosted the millisecond his car went sideways. The amount of times I've seen that happen, the car won't ghost at all and just obliterate cars. Brando also probably lucky there because he probably would have got caught up in that also.
Yeah, it could have been. Also, it could have replicated what happened in Austria. I remember in the first couple laps. It was no, it was the first lap actually. Sorry.
I think I
There
missed
was like
Austria.
a big crash. Well, Austria there was like a big crash. I remember between some of the back markers that turn 9. Yeah, collected like 3 or 4 cars. Almost could have had that similar incident there.
I mean, I'm very surprised knowing this game. It usually takes a lot for it to ghost, and like, especially there, I've seen many times when you spin off turn 12, you don't ghost at all. But he ghosted the millisecond he hit that curb. I could only imagine Owen's POV of that. He probably is going to require a new pair of pants after that. Because that would have been terrifying to see directly in front of him. Brando the same, possibly like seeing his championship flash before his eyes. Lifeboat, if he saw that, was probably seeing the championship flash in his eyes, thinking that both championship killers were about to DNF, but by the laws of the ghost, they're all still in this race. And Nick will pit this lap. That is going to put him at the back, though. Surprised he didn't decide to just take the double stack, because now he's being put to last. So Frank each leads from Owen and Brando. Quartz is up to 4th. Procwell's up to 5th, but he didn't pit behind that safety car. Lifebout in 6th, Lakitu in 7th, Proftox in 8th, Lucas 9th, Richard 10th, Cherno 11th, and Nick is 12th. They'll be pushing for these medias will start hurrying towards the end, but everyone's going to be in the same position. So I don't think it's too. I can't see anyone else. I can't see a natural pit happening at this stage as everyone's in the same position except Pokral and technically Nick by a lap. But you know, everyone's going to be hurrying. They'll be doing 17 laps full green running regarding that there's no safety car. So they'll start hurrying towards the end, but I don't think they'll be at puncture territory. So I say everyone will stay out for the rest of the race if there's no more safety cars. But we've got 2 already.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Wait, see, it's still a long stint on those mediums.
Yeah, but the fact that everyone's in the same position, apart from Pokral might be able to finish on those hards, but again, his will be in a bit of a bad state. Yeah. But I think safety car will be in this lap. Frankish will lead us away again at the safety car restart. Yep, safety car in. So we're in an AlphaTauri sandwich now. Frankish leading Nick in last because he did not want to double stack. So again, Frankish has to worry about the slipstream. He got caught up with the slipstream in the last restart from Richard. It's only has to worry about now. And Brando. Also, Brando P2 seals the championship for him no matter what Lifeboat and Richard do. So, of course, they are a bit further down the field. But Frankie's got it way earlier this time than the last restart. We're on the green flags again. A few moves happening towards the back, but it's the front we're focused on. Owens pulled out to try and take the lead down the inside. And he does take the lead. Brando is getting a bit... Quartz almost spins into him. They're so close to contact, Quartz and Brando, but they somehow survive. Brando's still in P3. Lifeboat's up to 5th. He's got ahead of Pokral. It's all clean at the restart.
Yeah, that was very close though, at the front. That is definitely for sure. But they all get through very cleanly as they make their way up through turn 8. Now they got to make their way up towards turn 10. Yeah, so pretty much Brando looking very good at the moment. Currently third with his rivals right behind.
Yeah, Quartz has been very aggressive tonight. He's almost had a few collections. I think the Cherno gone off at the back. Well, still green flag running. Coming up to turn 12, which has brought out the last safety car, I believe. Actually, I don't know where Cherno lost it, but turn 12 wouldn't be the worst bet for that. Running downhill now to complete this first lap from the restart. We're not even halfway through this race. Frankie, she might be looking to retake this lead quickly. Turned off the ERS quickly though, so he's pulled out from the slipstream. Is he going to set one into turn one? I don't think so. He doesn't, so we're fine on that part. Brando getting close. Richard lost a couple spots. He's down to 10th again. Prof Dr. Lucas gave very tight for turn 3. Almost contact between the two. Looks like they survive. Lucas ahead of Provatox.
Yeah, Provatox had to give up the position there. Pretty much. No DRS, yeah, that'll be enabled on the next flap, of course. But, yeah, I'm probably going to see a bit of a train here because everybody in that field is within a second of each other at the moment.
Here we go. Brando takes a lot of curb there for turn 10. Going to hurt his exit. But he's not at risk of being dive bombed by Quartz. Yeah, no one's gone for a move. Yeah, that's going to change the next lap anyway when DRS gets enabled. On save his Barry, he knows he can't put that 1 second, so he's just going to fight with his ERS as we are now halfway through this race. And yeah, if the first half's got anything to go, this buckle up, I guess. It's been a chaotic first half of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Of course it was going to be. It's a championship decider. You don't get CAM championship deciders anywhere.
Well,
Frankie's gaining DRS is enabled, so own a bit deep off 1. That might make him a bit vulnerable to Frankish. See, he gains a bit. He might be just far enough ahead to survive this time round, and he is. Brando's just content right now. He's seeing Lifebelt 2 cars behind. Knows where Lifebelt is. Richard further down the field. So Brando's just going to enjoy life right now. Bit of field spread happening now because of Pokerow's offset strategy. He's backing the pack up a small bit.
Yeah, now he pretty much is. Yeah, 1.6 seconds. Brando can really just try to stick in this top 4 paddle and just, yeah, he doesn't need to do anything. Just pretty much cruise. Well, he's got to do.
Here goes Lakita up to P6.
Or top 5, sorry. Top 5 train.
Lakita's best results in 2 seasons has been a P9, only 1 points finish. He's looking for a P6 right now, which will be hopefully his best result this season, and in F5. So it'll be.
Poker nearly had a moment there, and here comes Lucas to overtake him. Yeah, hard's not working quite well, I'd say, for Pokerel.
No, but right now, DRS down the main straight for the first time since the restart, and Frankish doesn't even open it. And he's not even seeing this stream. He's having his own thoughts. He's in his own headspace. But right now, I think he might open it down to turn 4. He's way closer than he was last lap anyway.
Yeah, he has to go.
He doesn't open it though.
Oh, surprise.
He's sitting behind. Brandos might be kind of a bit frustrated. He's like, I want to put a few more cars between me and Lifebelt just to have a few more insurance policies here.
Yeah, well, Frankie should better be being careful because if he does that, he's going to get
Brando
by others behind.
Yeah.
Want to go for a move.
Again, I think he's thinking Brando's going to think of the chapter. He's not going to go for a 50-50 move, so he has that to play with, but it's just Brando needs one opportunity and he might just take it. Especially if he feels like he's at risk from Quartz. And Quartz, we've seen this race has been aggressive. many times, so that could also be something influencing Brando if he decides to go for the move. He does not want to be behind Quartz, who has been aggressive and close to his rear a few more times than he'd like, so he might go for the move on Frankisha. Frankisha is not wanting this lead. Going on to lap 17 now. And there's no DRS on that AlphaTauri, and that is voluntarily. He's opening it now because Brando getting that bit closer. He's just going to use it defensively rather than offensively. He's happy to take the Lando Norris and Singapore roll and defend using DRS rather than attack. Fair play. And he's got it open out, but Brando's not burning. He's just got DRS open, but he's still there. You know, Lakitu and Lucas. Poker has dropped to the back of the field now. Probably had a couple more incidents because he's just dropped like a stone completely.
Yeah, with those old hards, I think it's just struggling on the pace, which makes a little bit of sense. So yeah. Yeah, you got pretty much 2 groups, top 5 battle, and then you got 6 to 11th pretty much battling for positions in their own respective groups. Yeah, well Frankie should go for anything here. Will he, or will he stay behind? Or just a bit longer?
It's kind of like still another 12 laps to come. So it's going to be just Riches up to 8. He's cleared Providox. There's a lot more to go his way though. No DRS on the AlphaTauri once again. And he does have that option. He's just voluntarily not opening it. He's opening now. He's just gonna wait his chance. Gonna wait till the last lap probably at this stage. This is season 34 F5 at its finest. You want to be P2 until the final lap. Haven't seen it a lot this season, but it's coming back now. Where the place to be for the majority of the race is P2 until the final lap. Then you just unleash everything. You got the front 5 all in contention here.
Walk up there from EOC too. The process.
Yeah, all I'm assuming is just saving his battery. He's got a bit lower. No one's touching. Almost the lowest, and he's on 83. That just shows how content everyone is with their position right now in the top 5. Meanwhile, the second pack are having an almighty battle by the looks of things. Nick and Lucas going through turn 12 and turn 13 together. This could go horribly wrong, but Nick has it. That's for P7. Lakeisha's just backing the field up here. He's happy. He'll get his best result of the season with P6 by a decent margin. The rest will want to get ahead, especially Richard if he wants any chance.
There you go. Battle for the lead.
Yeah, Frankisha's deciding now I'm going to go for it. Lifebell's got ahead of Quartz now, so pressure is going to be put on Brando. Quartz being aggressive. There is a shot there. He's almost, I think he's cut the corner there slightly at turn 2. Very lucky there wasn't contact there between Lifebell and Quartz, but Lifebell is now behind his championship rival, and now Brando's going to have to defend the behind. Meanwhile, Lucas and Nick going at it again, this time for 6. They've cleared Lakitu. Nick up to 6 now.
Great move around the outside as well at turn 4. Very good move.
From 5 seconds clear of the rest on the last 10 laps of this season, and right now it's going Brando's way, but he's gonna have to keep Lifebell behind him, because Lifebell, if he gets ahead of Brando and then ends up winning the race, he'll take the championship. Brando's just gonna have to keep him behind somehow till the end. He's gonna have to somehow bridge a gap, somehow tactically open up a gap between him and Owen, and then keep Lifebelt behind him for as long as he can. It's probably his best tactic he could play right now, because Lifebelt, if given half a chance, will send one on Brando. He's in an all or nothing position right now for this championship. It's looking like it's going to be between Lifebelt and Brando. It was looking like that anyway. Richard need the win, but as soon as he spawned on lap 12, his title went with him, realistically. Even if Brando and Lifebelt DNF, Richard is going to need a miracle to take the win here, which is what he needs to have any chance of the title. So it's down to 2 now, truly.
Yeah, he would have mathematically needed, I think, what, second and then the fastest lap?
No, he needs the win because he needs to clear them. He doesn't have, because count back.
14.
Yeah,
I think it's 14 points. Yeah, sorry.
It's
15.
Yeah, and he can't afford a tie because he won't win a count back with either Brando and Lifebelt. If it does go to count back, it will be Lifebelt taking the title because he has 3 wins to 2, and the only way for it to go to count back is if Lifebelt beats Brando. So there's no way for it to be a 3-3 on wins, which that will happen if Lifebelt comes first and Brando comes third, and neither of them have fastest lap. Who has it at the moment? Its own. Who has fastest lap right now? Someone's gone off in the background. I think that's a Mercedes. Chando has gone off, and he's done. That's his season done for Chando, which that now rules Richard out of the championship. No, it doesn't actually. No, because Brando could come 11th. But yeah, mathematically still in it is Richard, but realistically he's not. It's Brando or Lifebelt. Still going Brando's way right now. He's just gonna have to keep that Williams behind him. When does Lifebelt mount his attack? He knows he needs to attack. So when does he mount that attack? If he starts burning ERS, he could get out of Brando, but then he needs to clear Owen and Frankish to take the title. So when is the right time to just dump that battery? Go for the championship. And is Brando just going to be content sitting here in third behind Owen? Or does he want to split him and Lifebelt? Does he want a car behind him? Make it more difficult. Owen Frankish, of course, absolutely nothing to lose here. Quartz has not been anywhere in this position at all this season. The girlfriend breaking up with him after Miami has turned him into a new man. He's now fighting with the big dogs here. Frankish and Owen do have a win apiece this season. Not much else has gone their way this season. Owen, I think, has another podium to his name, but that's about it. Meanwhile, I think that was Team Wars. I'm hoping they weren't fighting at Ferrari.
Well, there was contact I saw between.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's trying to get out there as best he can, but yeah, the thing, Richard, he needs
these 5 to take each other out somehow.
Yeah, which is looking like that's not really going to happen unless there's
someone messes the breaking point horribly. Because as we saw in turn 12 with Richard, the ghosting for this game has actually improved today, because we should not have Richard, Owen and Brando in this race anymore. They should all be DNF'd from that spin. Yeah. But he ghosted the millisecond he hit that curb. If he did it, Lifebelt would have the championship in his hands, because Owen and Brando would have been absolutely disintegrated from Richard.
Yep.
But right now, Frankish is pulling away. He's dumped the battery. He's not done enough to pull out of Owen's DRS, and that might be bad for him because he's used some battery now, which is going to hurt his defense. Well, Brando and Lifebelt have not even touched him. Quartz is using a decent bit to stay in this train. See if he could try something towards the end. We're coming down to the last few laps of this season. When does Lifeboat go for it? He's going to have to go for it soon. He can't leave this to the last couple laps. He's going to have to mount his attack soon. And he's going to have to catch Brando off guard. You know, Lucas up into 6th. These guys just keep fighting and fighting. You know, these guys are just playing patient. We've only seen 2 moves amongst these 5 since the safety car restart. Frankish on Owen and Lifebound Quartz. That's the only moves we've seen amongst this top 5 since the safety car restart. Actually, Owen got Frankish at the restart, so it's been 3 moves. There's been about 300 in the second pack. But about 5-6 laps to go. It's just, when does Lifeboat put the hammer down? Quartz has got a penalty. When did that happen? I'm not getting notifications. So Quartz 3-second time penalty. So that's gonna solidify him 5th, probably. Struggling on the tires. This is the thing. Also, the tires, they are struggling. This is when they're struggling now. So who's been better on the tires? Quartz is looking like he's used a lot of his tires. Seen a lot of marbles flicking up there. But who's been kind of the tires? Brando, he's half looking at Owen for a move here. Is he going to try and get the insurance policy in place here? He's pulled out. Is he going to go for a launch? Surely not, he doesn't. Just put pressure on him.
Needs to think about the championship. He doesn't need to do anything. Just
yeah.
Keep himself within contention of the top 3. That's all he's going to do. But yeah, I think Quartz, yeah, like you said, is struggling as tires. He got the penalty for running wide at turn 13, so he was already at 2 warnings beforehand. So that probably makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that basically rules him out of any sort of contention for the win, and if there is a safety car, well, then that rules him out of the points, perhaps.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, and that's also benefit Brando, because he can afford to drop back a bit more, kind of. It's less cost to worry about, of course. He just realistically just needs to keep himself a life out or top 2 to guarantee it. And Owen is getting racy now. He's getting closer to Frankish. He's pushing him through 14 and 15. Is he going to go for the move? He is. ERS is being used slightly. DRS is open. Is Owen going to try to retake this lead from Frankish? He is. Down into turn 1. Owen has retaken the lead here in Bahrain. Frankish, will he try and get back past him in the turn 4? He's very close to him. Does he have enough speed to him to retake this lead? Or is he going to sit behind? He's opened it DRS anyway, but he's staying behind Owen. For now, Brando very close to Frankish. Running downhill again. Retaking the lead, looking to make amends for last week. And for most of the race, he looks set for the win, and then he comes home with absolutely nothing. Going to get his 2nd win of the season. Same for Frankish. Brando and Lifebound looking for the championship. Of course, is just happy to be here.
Yep, pretty much that's all he can do, really.
Yeah, but with that 3-second time penalty, he's just happy to be here, lads. Happy to be here. Most screen time he's got this season by a long shot, which fair play to him. Good improvement. Always nice to have an underdog up here, get some screen time with the front lads. He is dropping back slightly now. He's definitely, the DRS is definitely keeping him in this battle. He's burning whatever he has left in his battery to keep himself within the second of Lifebound. Lifebound might, he's gone off the track as Lifebound, and Quartz might be getting ahead of him, which is the opposite of what Lifebound needs. He needs to be getting moves done, not getting moved on. And is Quartz going to send one here? Possibly. He sees running out of battery. That's probably the only reason why Lifebound hasn't lost that position, is Quartz derating. But that is,
Lucas goes ahead of Nick there. That is at turn 1 as well.
So Brando's really close here to Frankish. Lifebelt's definitely struggling on those tires. He went a bit wide there off 4. Lifebelt's tires are hurting him now. You're seeing it's just a bit shaky for some of these corners, so faster corners. He's a bit at the limit. And Brando just seems like he's enjoying his time right now. He's kept the tires in a good window. He's pushing Frankish for some of these corners. His tires are very much enjoying life right now.
Yeah. And he's got all the battery he needs. Oh, Frankish. Well, I thought he was going to pull out and make a move for a brief moment.
3 laps to go at the end of this one. It's still going Brando's way, and it's looking more and more likely it will be going his way. Lifebelt's tires are at a bad spot. He has to go for it now, realistically. I don't even think if he clears Brando gets P2. I don't think that's enough. He needs to win at this rate, because worst case scenario right now is Brando's will be P4. So he at this stage, Lifebelt needs to win to take the championship. Just the steer string's hurting him. No, nothing there, which is it's frustrating. Like, why is he not going for it now? He has to. He needs an overtake a lap to win the championship, and he's not going for anything now.
I mean, what could factor too is that they have the same setup as well. So,
but if he burns his battery, he'll be quicker down the straight.
True.
And even if he even half goes for it, Brando's going to let him by, surely.
Yeah.
Brando won't risk it, surely. Just gonna aggressive door shots, risk getting damaged and then falling back. Because they do have a near 10-second buffer to the rest of the field. Yeah, right now it's confusing. Like he's run out of time essentially.
Yeah, if he doesn't do anything here, yeah, he'll definitely run out of time.
He needs to overtake 2 in a lap now, and then 1 in the final lap, and hope Brando doesn't follow him through. Very confused. He's left it way too late. He should have gone for a couple laps ago, realistically, when his tires were still in half decent nick. But he's almost into the back of Brando. It has to be. It's now or never. If he wants any chance of winning this title, he has to go for the move on Brando now. He needs 3 overtakes in 2 laps, and Brando is just it's going to be 4 wide for the lead here. Brando might take this lead, and he might have it. Owens fight is back, has the inside line. They're almost touching. But I think Brando is the one taking the lead here, potentially.
Brando doesn't have DRS.
He doesn't have DRS, but Lifebelt is caught out here behind Owen. And Frankish has the lead here. They're going wheel to wheel now. The championship contenders. Through turn 6. So close to contact. Lifebelt has to keep within this now. But that is probably won the championship for Brando. Keeping Lifebelt behind Owen and Frankish. That is surely giving Brando the title now.
Oh, and he runs to the back of it just a little bit.
Yeah, lock up from Lifebelt. But that is surely done it now. Brando has surely won that title. The title with that defensive move. Forcing Frankish and Owen to get racing, making it a 3 wide, cutting out any opportunity for Lifebelt to make even a single move, let alone the 3 he needs. And then Brando's now dropped back a bit, but he's caught up back up. But Frankish has a bit of a gap now to play with. We go on to the final lap. Who is going to win this race? Who is going to win this championship? At this moment, it looks like Frankish might win this and Brando will have the title. Lifebelt's dropped back massively. His tires are done. So unless Brando has a moment, the title will be his. Surely he's going to be content with third. It's surely between Owen and Frankish for this race win. They run up the hill
he's not gonna have DRS
for one last time. And yeah, Lifebelt's tires are done. So that's surely the title won for Brando. Owen is trying anywhere to get this move on Frankish. Brando's going to be careful. He's backed off a bit in case these two do get tangled. He doesn't want to get caught up here. Owen's gonna have Owen's got 1 DRS straight left down into turn 11 to try a move. I don't even think Leifa has DRS. I think he just missed it. But focus on the of the race right now, and I think Owen's just too far back to go for it. He's going to have to launch into the final corner, which surely he won't be doing that. But they go now into the final sector right now. Frankie's shown who have one win apiece between them. It's looking like Frankie's will get win number 2, but it'll be overshadowed by Brando taking the title. Lifebout, he left it too late to go for it. When he went for it, Brando knew exactly what to do. Forced the free wide to prevent any chance of Lifebout to take the win, and this win will go to Frankish, who started 5th in Miami and won, and starts 5th in Bahrain to win. But it's Brando who takes on the line to take 2nd and takes the title. Lifebout will have to contend for 2nd in the championship, 4th in the Grand Prix. Quartz with his best result of the season in 5th, Nick in 6th, Provtox in 7th. It was to be for Richard, Lucas in 7th, Lucas in 9th, and Lakita gets P10 to finish the point scores. But the champion is Brando in the Haas. He took the most poles in the season, and he takes the title. He's took it by 10 points. Frankish win gain overshadowed by the championship again, unfortunately for him, but P5 is his lucky starting position as he's won both his Grand Prix from 5th this season. Owen fails to convert another pole position, 3rd pole, only converting one of them into a win. Gets called the line by Brando, who was celebrating his title now, takes the title from Lifebout. Had the consistency to go his way. The only blip in his record would be Singapore, but he's taken this title. The finish order here in Bahrain is Frankish P1, Brando 2nd, Owen in 3rd, Lifebout in 4th, Quartz in 5th, Nick in 6th, Provtox 7th, Richard in 8th, Lucas 9th, Lakita finishes off the points, and Pokeral in 11th. We lost Cherno, Daniel, and Smolly Balls along the way, but that is that for F5 in season 35. It's the Haas that is the class of the field. Brando has taken the title. I don't even know who got fast lap. It was Owen.
It was Owen that got the fastest lap.
So yeah, 10 points separating the top 2 in the end. Yeah, I think Lifebout left it too late, and Brando knew exactly what to do, forced a free wide. You can see that going into turn 4. Lifebout was the fastest of the 4, but he had nowhere to go with the free cars in front of him, and that defensive move, tactical defensive move from Brando sealed the title for him here in F5.
Well then. Well, an F7 driver from last season wins the title in F5. Well, congratulations to Brando for winning the title. For sure. One of the best qualifiers, and well, he definitely upped his racecraft and race pace, I'd say, compared to last season. So, no, well done to him indeed.
And I guess, we have a few weeks wait till season 36. I have been Rando. This has been KD1997. Goodbye, and yeah.